Hey y'all, I'm your host, Aaron Smith of the Offshore Marine Service Association. Each Friday, I'll bring you the Offshore Briefing, a quick rundown of the week's notable developments, updates, and news you need to know in the offshore space. Whether you're on deck or at your desk, we're glad you're here.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Offshore Briefing by Maritime in America. As always, I am your host, Aaron Smith, President and CEO of the Offshore Marine Service Association. And with me, as always, I have Anchel Johnson and Ashley Smith. How are y'all doing?
Just fabulous. Got a voice today.
I am very energized.
You seem so unenergized for the record, if that's energized.
I'm energized internally. I had 2 hours of sleep, but 6 shots of espresso.
Why did you sleep? Did you party last night?
I did not. I had anxiety about a meeting that we had today.
Oh, that'll happen. That's why God invented sleepy pills.
It was a good meeting.
Yeah, actually, I didn't do anything that I was expected to do or expecting to do.
But you were ready just in case.
Yeah.
You had all of the information ready, and you were, that's what preparation is for, is when you prepare for something and then you don't need it.
I know,
that's
but it's
even
the
better.
anxiety of the unknown.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me too. Like even something stupid as like Maisie's birthday party. Like it's just the anxiety of the unknown of it. But luckily,
Maisie, mom called you stupid.
No, her birthday party was stupid because someone stupidly took the date. But we're not going to get into that. But I have learned, or I think I'm just so exhausted these days that it's like, fuck it, just go to bed. But I get it. I used to make that with the events big time. But now it's like, I guess I've just been doing them for so long that it's like, I know something's going to happen and I know I'm going to have to just fly by the seat of my pants. So I'm just like, YOLO.
Everyone knows you love a good YOLO.
I love it because I basically YOLO my whole day, my whole life.
Also, that's what she said, and I'm not from here.
Yeah. I'm YOLOing my left foot right now because I slammed it in the door to get into the office, and it is throbbing, and that happened an hour ago. Like I really do. I think I might have broke something. I was opening the door, and I just opened it right on my foot, and I thought it was my head at first. That's how bad it hurt. Like I didn't know where the pain was coming from. And then my head was okay, but my foot was not.
If anyone's watched the movie Happy Gilmore, I'm currently shaking my head like Lee Trevino at Ashley.
Okay. Anyway.
Ashley, well, let's start with you. What do you want to talk about today?
I would like to talk about, y'all won't let me talk about what I originally wanted to talk about.
See, there is some editing. I know our listeners will be amazed.
But I could bring it up right now. We're just talking about minor plumbing issues at our house because with 3 girls and lots of hair, everything is clogged. Anywho, I would like to talk about the merger, or the hence to therefore come of merger.
Proposed.
Exactly. Of Bessie and Boehm. While I see the positives, right? Like a streamline, less red tape, if you will. I also see the scary side of who's policing who.
Yeah.
And like you can easily buy these people off. And Deepwater Horizon, I was not in this industry. I was at the beach when it happened and oil was coming up. Remember that?
Yeah, we're not when it happened.
A week after it happened.
It was more than a week.
No.
It was like,
Was it? It was fairly close because
Deepwater Horizon is end of April is the anniversary.
We went
and that was Memorial Day weekend. You forget how long that disaster happened.
But I was saying, I still can vividly see the helicopters flying back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, so I don't really remember how it was before, but that just because they were together prior to Deepwater Horizon, and that just seems like a no-no to me. I mean, someone's got to please somebody.
Well, it was, I was on the Hill, and the committee that has jurisdiction over this is the Natural Resources Committee, and I was working for Jeff Landry when this happened, and we were
Shout out.
Yep, now Governor Jeff Landry, and we were on that. He was a member of that committee, so we were, and there was lots of evidence that was proposed. There was lots of discussions that were had, and there was a lot of I didn't agree with all of it, and Jeff didn't agree with all of it, and didn't vote for all of it. But there was a lot of clear-headed, clear thought thinking that went into it.
So why do this? Why change it now?
Big Oil said they want it.
But doesn't okay.
I mean, well,
I know.
that's kind of how it's
And
working,
then right, but doesn't that open it up for? I mean, the lawsuits are going to be out of the Yahoo. Let's just be completely honest. Everybody's going to sue everybody.
Regarding this, I don't think.
You don't think the environmental agencies are going to sue for something like they're trespassing
Well,
against?
they can't sue the one agency can't sue another.
I feel it. No, I'm saying like the groups, like.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's done by an act of Congress, that's how it has to be done.
And then
It's just
doesn't that open themselves up for like, I don't know, bribery or?
there definitely was, and there
I mean,
was.
hello,
Yeah,
look at this.
You had
New
the-
Orleans. Let's look at what our mayor did.
you
It
had the
happened.
approvers, you had the approvers and the implementers, and were the same people.
Yeah.
And
I jokingly
so,
say that I can be bought. I tell hotels that all the time, but that's different. That is an event that I'm gonna have anyway, so might as well have it at your event, if your hotel, if you're gonna give me a free night and give us, a discount. However, I'm not, like that just seems. If I think it's sketchy, then that's something to say, because there's a lot that gets past me.
yeah.
Except for Mean Moms and Mean Girls, it doesn't ever get past me.
Yes. All right.
And
No,
there
I
I-
think it's an interesting thing. It seemed like there's lots of opposition to it.
So it's not a for sure thing, right? What's the next steps, I guess, is my question.
The authorizing committees, the Senate Energy Committee, I believe it's Senate Energy, and the House Natural Resources Committee would need to pass legislation to,
Like within the next month, 6 months?
possibly. I don't think it would be happening. Look,
Like,
I don't,
you know
I
why
don't
I'm
think
tying
Congress
that
is.
in?
I don't
Because
think
we can
Congress.
talk to them all at our crawfish boil when they're there
Yes, and
on May 12th.
they are there.
Yes, they've
I
registered.
just
See?
looked.
Of the 340 people that have
No,
registered?
363.
Shut your filthy mouth. Oh my God.
363 people have currently registered for the OMSA Crawfish Boil. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's a great, successful event. I don't know why you don't like having
I do
successful
like it. It
events.
just the numbers stress me out being in charge of all those people.
So yeah. Angel, what do you want to talk about this week?
So I found I saw an interesting article about MIRAD. Ashley, do you know what MIRAD
The
is?
Maritime Administration.
Good job.
I've met many AMERAD officials. I probably know about the maritime industry than they do.
Possibly. So the MIRAD administrator, Stephen Carmel.
Yep.
Very nice. I have been emailing with him about DC. Lovely gentleman. Can't wait to meet him.
Will he be at the crawfish boil?
I invited him to the crawfish bowl. We're talking about roundtable. He's
Okay.
trying to change his schedule to come to the roundtable or send a senior official. So
Nice.
Well, I thought it was interesting that he is now asking MIRAD in general, asking university students to find the answer to the question of how can the U.S. achieve maritime dominance not by competing on others' terms, but by redefining the system itself. You're looking at me weird, Ashley.
because that's too logical for them to ask.
That's why I found it interesting. So the purpose here is to think outside of the box and again do something on the United States terms instead of maritime powerhouses doing
I mean, we can just start that by saying relying on the U.S. workforce and U.S. vessels, correct? Isn't that how we would?
Wait till my story.
Okay.
To your point, like university students. So the winner, guess what the winner will receive?
Like a gift certificate to Chili's.
You are really close.
Starbucks? No, Starbucks would be too good.
$1,500 prize, and they would have to present
So basically, they're asking people to do their work for them for free.
university students.
University students.
University students, not AMSA members, not vessel operators,
But here's the thing. Okay.
not technology companies.
I agree. But hear me out. Hear me out. I don't disagree with that. Let's get
Completely agree.
let's get fresh minds in it. I
Completely
think
agree.
I like getting. However, I just assumed that we would also be in part of this conversation.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like Murad is my family right now. Not you and the girls, but my mom and my sisters. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
How many this week innovative, world-beating AMSA members have you spoken with that have amazing ideas, or potential AMSA members?
Yeah.
The company that just joined that's doing amazing work on USVs.
Yeah.
Thayer Mahan.
What's the company's name that just joined?
You would need to look that up. I was just giving you.
I know, because it was on the tip of my tongue.
But then
It's gonna drive me bonk.
Thayer Mahan doing amazing work on subsea investigations. Our vessel operators who have developed some of the most technologically capable vessels in the world.
Standard Subsea,
yes. Companies that have designed and implemented dynamic positioning systems, which Marriott should learn about. Let's talk to them.
Yeah. Well, let's do our own study and send something out to the
Well,
members.
we can almost fund an equal prize.
Yeah. Everyone gets to go to lunch with us. Whoever wins gets to go to lunch with us.
It might end up being more.
Yeah.
All right. So that gives a good springboard into what I want to talk about.
But I really do think that we should ask AMSA members that question, right?
Yeah.
Do Murad's job, which we do anyway. Again, I'd like to go back to my first statement where he was a lovely gentleman and I look forward to working with him.
I'm sure he will. Yes. No, yeah.
Okay. I hate you, Angel. You put me in this position and...
All right. So I want to talk, my story today comes from James Lightbourne from Cavalier Shipping. He did an analysis of the Maritime Security Program, or MSP. Anyone know what MSP is? Do y'all remember what MSP is?
No.
MRP
is miles, is something...
Okay.
Something with your car.
MSP keeps a fleet of commercial vessels. These are privately owned U.S. flagged vessels operating in global trade. And then the owners of those vessels make them available for the U.S. military when we need them. So these vessels sail around doing normal cargo operations. And then in times of war, they agree to drop what they're doing and they come and transport tanks and everything. Sounds like a great idea, right? Sounds like something we need. And I think that's a good purpose. Now, I said it keeps U.S. flagged ships accessible.
Correct.
We often, usually, almost always, any one of these terms you want to use, you can use the term U.S. flagged as shorthand for coastwise qualified or a Jones Act ship, right? These ships are not Jones Act qualified ships.
Well, then they cannot.
No, they are U.S. flagged. They are not coastwise qualified. Those are two separate things. A U.S. registered ship, these ships fly the U.S. flag. They must comply with U.S. laws and U.S. regulations. Their crews are mostly United States citizens. However, these vessels are not built in the United States. The other point is that this program, these vessels that are made available to the U.S., how it makes them available to the military is it provides them just an annual retainer. So it just says, in other words, we pay vessel operators taxpayer dollars and say, hey, when the military needs you, you need to pick up the phone. That's how the MSP works. And we're talking about a lot of money here. We are talking about last year, the program was funded at $390 million.
Jeez.
This year, the administration has put in a budget request for $400.5 million. But, hey, that money's going to U.S. vessel operators, right?
No.
No. Now, you have to have a U.S. domiciled company, but they're all just fronts. In fact, 77%, per James's analysis, 77% of the MSP fleet or money goes to 4 European shipping companies. AP Moller Maersk of Denmark, 23 ships, CMA CGM of France, 9 ships, Walnus Wilmerstedt of Norway, 9 ships, and Hanpag Lloyd of Germany, 5 ships. And I mean, they're all allied nations, so what's the big deal, right? Well, all of those companies are turning around and building ships in, guess where?
China.
AP Moller Maersk, they are currently building 8 vessels in Chinese shipyards and have an existing order book of 33
No,
ships.
you can't do
that
that.
are
Why
going to-
is no one like? I feel like
Maybe
they're just bad children. It's like, no, you cannot. I just cooked dinner. You cannot open a bag of chips. You're gonna eat dinner. Like, it's just, don't do it.
Yep. Now let's look at our friends in Norway, Wilmersten. They are currently building 10. They have 10 vessels on order in China and have 14 on order, or they can exercise options, or they haven't announced where the build location will be.
And all of these can be built in the U.S. We are capable, correct?
Now, no, we need, but look, we don't have. No one is saying there's a subsidy of $400 million if you build vessels here.
Right.
So, what we're talking about is 46 European ships to the tune of $348 million.
Is going to.
Now, let's look at, in addition to, your gift certificate to Chili's that we're providing to Maritime
Is
Administration.
Chili's still around?
Yeah, I love chili.
Oh,
I mean, I used to
Chili's.
eat it, but I honestly, I don't know where it is.
There's
Is it
one-
on Vets?
I think there's one on Veterans, yeah.
There's one across the street from my house.
Okay, see, there's just not one by you.
There was one by us when we
There's an
lived in
Applebee's
Virginia.
right by the bookstore, Barnes and Nobles, and Fina, the shopping place.
So pre-COVID, I was able to get so much food for only $11, and now the prices went up though.
Damn food.
I love me some Chili's, yes.
Their egg rolls.
No, so
Oh,
now
God.
let's look at that. So
Back to last.
$348 million in subsidies for European ships. MARAD's small shipbuilding grant program, anyone want to guess appropriated dollars last year? $35 million. The MARAD Title 11 loan program, this is loan, not a subsidy, not a grant, not cold hard cash like we're laundering to China. These are loans that have to be paid back. $137 million in loan authority. That's it. And actually, the last OMSA member that tried to get a MARAD Title 11 loan, they applied 2 years before they started building the vessel. They received the notice that, hey, we need some more information after the vessel was launched.
God bless it.
So that's how well that program's working. So if you want some ideas on how we can reform the U.S. and how we can build up
Let's
maritime
start there.
dominance, let's stop giving just cold, hard cash
And Chad.
to China and start giving some money to the U.S. maritime industry.
That's so effed up. Also, I could not help but think of Maisie this whole time, talking like Donald Trump. And saying she does it so well. Like, I'll be like, hey, pick up your shoes. She's like, I don't know if I should pick up this shoe.
When I thought about China.
Yeah, China. And she'll say it. She also now has gone into imitating Erica Kirk. She'll imitate anyone. She just, whoever has something, she'll start doing it. We're not being, we're equally making, make fun of family.
Yes, and Maisie.
But all I can think of is China. Is this unacceptable? She does it so good.
Yeah. So that was
I'll video her and add her to this.
That was what I wanted to talk about today. I saw that.
Well, that just
I saw that
pissed me
story.
off.
I remember you actually mentioned or touching on that when we spoke about the fiscal year budget.
Yeah, the
Oh, good for you for remembering.
Yep.
I tune him out when he talks.
the cable security program was modeled after the MSP. There's also the tanker security program, which is very similar as well. So no, we have 3 separate programs.
Oh, wow.
I'm only talking about the MSP that's laundering money to China right now. I haven't gotten into yet the
Quote-unquote laundering
TSP.
buddy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, it's pretty directly. The companies get money and then take that money and then go to China and say, hey, build me a boat. And by the way, we're not talking about a Chinese shipyard that builds just commercial vessels. Every single Chinese shipyard builds military vessels.
Yeah. Because China is one big military.
Yes. So,
Awesome.
yeah. Aren't I just a glimmer of good news right now?
Hmm.
All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Everyone be safe.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
That wraps up another episode of Maritime in America. We're proud to highlight the voices and stories that keep the American offshore industry strong. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, and remember, the course ahead is shaped by those who step up and steer. If you liked what you heard, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Tune in every Friday for your offshore briefing, and don't miss our next full episode, dropping soon with a very special guest, Mariner's Perspective. Catch you next time.